Hey everyone. So recently we've been in the background working on a workflow system to help automate and speed up and really help enable the investing process both on the research side and the management side. And now we're pleased to announce that it is in beta. So definitely reach out to us and we can set you up and kind of go over what that may look like. Anyways, I'll kind of just hop right in and kind of talk about why the workflow system, what we have planned, what are some things that we can kind of see coming down the pipeline for it. Anyways, right up here, we'll have this workflow, so automation assistant, save your precious time. If you click there, these are kind of the workflows that I've created in the account, just as kind of a way to show some examples of it. But anyways, this system, you'll be able to, make calls to external services or, create webhooks and, maybe you're doing something where you're using other tools like, Make or Zapier or something like that, where you can really kind of enable and connect to all your other applications. So that would be one. Another one, automate, create to-dos based on certain criteria, create notes, export reports, assign tasks, whatever that may be. You can kind of create these one time, and then they'll just run, and tell you disable them, right? So, and then we'll keep a history of all of them, so you'll be able to see, if it was successful, what ran, how many you've used, so all of that good stuff. So as a couple examples, right? So this one right here, this redeemed workflow would be, if a property status switches to redeemed, then we send a GET request to this webhook that will then allow us to send this data to other applications. So that would be one. Another use case would be if you want to order, if you have like to, let's say order inspections at a certain time frame, or you need to, apply for insurance or take notices or any of these noticings that are required, you can essentially create a filter and say, and I'll kind of go over the advanced search, but you'd be able to go, hey, if this matches our order inspection filter, created to do named order inspection, and have it due 14 days from the day that it's created and assigned to this user, right? So that's all automatic, and that's going to be checking every single day to see if there are any properties that meet that criteria, so it can kind of create those to-dos and really keep track of all the things that are required from within your portfolio without you losing track. Other ones, as far as like how do we use this to automate and really kind of pre-qualify all of the research data, right? So like an example of this one would be, so I want every day, let's say I want to get all, the high value residential that meet my kind of search criteria. I want a file of all those sent to me every single day. Now, what we can do is we can enable, like, let's say 2 different workflows to say, I want this one to run, we'll kind of go through. I want this one to run at 12 p.m. every day. So every day you send me that file at 12 p.m. so I can review it. So that would be one. And then likewise, another one that kind of complementary is every night at 12 a.m. I want to mark all of the parcels that met that criteria from the day before as viewed. So then the next day when I get my file, it'll be completely new ones that you haven't seen yet, right? And so you won't have to keep track of like, oh, which ones of these did I view? Which ones have I not? You could just get that, sent to you every single day. Or if you want, you could do it more on a, daily, weekly, or monthly process. So those are a couple of them. The other ones would be, kind of managing your reporting, right? So let's say every month, we'll just do this one. Let's say it's scheduled, on the first of the month at 12 p.m. every month. I want to send an export of this data of all these parcels that meet a certain search criteria I want to send them, or I want to export to Excel. And then you could say, I also want to send an email to, you'd be able to select your recipient, add a subject, insert some different tags, and you could automate that email and send it to the person who you want to get that data. So there's really kind of, I'd say, an infinite amount of configurations, and really the imagination, it's kind of, you can take it as far as you want. But the way that we see this really happening is on the research side, pre-qualify, search through them, get your files of the data that is meaningful to you, right? Without kind of taking that first step completely off. And then, maybe you do it and you add your notes, and you kind of move it through the process accordingly. Let's say you grade it, and all the grades, or that you group it, and the grouping kicks off another workflow, and then the grades kick off a different workflow, and then the tags ultimately create, your bid file. And then based on that, and we'll just put something here. Another example is you can actually, we're just going to do this as a quick example, is you can actually copy all of the parcels to management, right? So you're not doing the export and then the import. Is you could truly just say, hey, when let's say I tag it as this, I grade it as this, and group it as this, that's how I'm going to determine, if it's one, or, and then I'm going to send those parcels automatically to management, and I want to do that daily. You could do that, right? And so here are some of the other actions that you can kind of do based on certain criteria. Anyways, yeah, like I said, infinite amount of ways to kind of get this out there and really start, automating and speeding up your processes. So yeah, it's in beta. We'd love to connect and kind of talk through the scenarios and get you up and running, and really kind of set you up for success, and make sure you're configured properly. But yeah, let us know if you have any questions. We look forward to setting up your account with the new workflow system. Thanks so much.